This is a special Age of Empires news digest for the year 2021. I'm your host, Felix Farrock. Top story this year. Age of Empires 4 was released on October 28th. The response of the Age of Empires 2 community was a combination of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Fear that the top players would abandon Age of Empires 2 for the newest member of the franchise. Uncertainty whether Microsoft would continue to allocate development resources to the game. And doubt whether funding would remain available for Age of Empires 2 tournaments. Furthermore, criticism of Age of Empires 4 has been harsh. Many complained of its unfinished nature, focusing heavily on the absence of customizable hotkeys and a global queue. Casters complained of the absence of spectator tools and the inability to zoom out. Nevertheless, the game did receive several awards. It won Best Sim/Strategy Game at the 2021 Game Awards, Best Strategy Puzzle Game from Hardcore Gamer, and Best Strategy Game at the Brazil Game Awards. Other major releases include the addition of 2 DLCs to Age of Empires 2. Lords of the West, which introduced the Burgundian and Sicilian civilizations on January 25th, and Dawn of the Dukes, which introduced Poles and Bohemians on August 10th. These releases were among the 7 updates and 3 hotfixes released in 2021. Major changes in the updates include the replacement of Deathmatch with Empire Wars in the ranked queue, and multiple buffs to infantry units. Other dramatic events through the year include several scandals. In January, Hera was accused of spec cheating during a $1,000 team show match pitting Aftermath against White Wolf Palace. After having resigned, the view of the entire map became available to him, and he offered advice to his teammates for several minutes based on what he could see. When he was accused of cheating, he minimized his behavior by saying, quote, "It is just a show match." Aftermath won the game, but ended up losing the series 3-1. 2 members of Gamer Legion were embroiled in scandal in April. Jordan accepted, then abandoned a sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends, saying that his values, quote, would not be reflected by this action. Raid Shadow Legends is a mobile game with a reputation for using a pay-to-win model. The Viper also first accepted, then rejected a dubious sponsorship. A longtime viewer connected him to the Denarius cryptocurrency, which many believe to be of dubious quality. After pushback from his followers and the general community, he dropped the sponsorship. Beef between Hera and Krazini demonstrated some growing pains in the Age of Empires 2 tournament scene. In the second round of the Red Bull Wololo 5 qualifiers in August, Krazini gave an admin loss to Project Belgium, when Begum failed to play within the allotted timeframe. The conflict was exacerbated by Hera tweeting his opinion that the decision was, quote, super unfair, and calling out Krazini by name, saying, quote, Krazini was the admin making this terrible call. In giving his side of the story, Krazini shared that this calling out led to a number of, quote, really unpleasant messages from members of the community that hit him, quote, pretty hard. Hera was later banned from Twitch for 3 days for sexually suggestive content. On October 29th, Hera entered Leary's Twitch stream and posted an ASCII image of a penis in the chat. He claims to have been unaware that this is a bannable offense. Commenting on his Discord, he blamed the ban on people who hate him in Leary's chat for reporting him. In other news, over the course of the year, 2 members of White Wolf Palace declared they would quit the game due to toxicity in chat. On May 3rd, Lix announced he would stop playing online after the abuse he suffered during a team game against Gamer Legion. He was back playing in an online tournament 3 days later. On November 21st, Vivi also quit Age of Empires 2 over toxicity in his chat after his performance in King of the Desert. he nevertheless participated in the first round of the Wandering Warriors Cup 6 weeks later, but forfeited the second round to Overtaken because he was feeling tired. In December, MBL also left Age of Empires 2 due to a dearth of professional players on the ranked ladder, implicitly blaming interest in Age of Empires 4. He was back on the ranked ladder 8 days later. Also in December, Dogao announced he would be taking a break to reconsider professional gaming as a career. He was disappointed with his performance in King of the Desert 4, where he failed to win a single round in the group stage. He has not appeared in any tournaments since his announcement, although he is scheduled to play in Deep Waters Pro Tour Season 2 on January 31st. In clan news, Dogao's abandonment of the game presumably led to the practical dissolution of Team Heresy, as Miguel left at the same time, leaving Lan as the only active member of the team. Formed in August 2018, Lan was the only remaining member of the original founders. Infinity Legends also disbanded in March after failing to qualify for the 2 Pools 2 tournament. Started in October 2020 by old legends of the game Capoch, Chris, Ryut, and Bact, they were joined by Angelina Jolie, Daniel, and Project Belgium in December of that year. Other team changes include both Liri and Hera leaving Tempo over the summer, and Kasva leaving Fenerbahce in December. All three found new homes shortly thereafter, with Liri and Hera returning to Aftermath, and Kasva joining Istanbul Wildcats. My Insanity formed an Age of Empires team on May 8th, recruiting Cito, Daniel, Project Belgium, and Bulletshen. This Swiss esports organization already supports 8 other games. Age of Empires 4 player Temista joined on November 25th. 2 other organizations formed Age of Empires 4 teams late this year. Genesis Gaming, based in Ireland, added an Age of Empires 4 squad to its other 2 games, and 3D Bang Clan, a Russian esports organization founded in 1998, added a team to the 6 other games it supports. Turning to Age of Empires tournament news, the amount of prize money awarded in 2021 was over $750,000, more than doubling the payout in 2020, which itself was 2.5 times greater than 2019. In each year, the Viper was the number 1 earner, taking over 12% of the money awarded each year. This year, Liri came in second, reaching the finals in 7 of the 9 S-tier tournaments in which he participated. Also notable is Vinchester at number 7, who breached the top 10 for the first time this year. Active since 2010, Vinchester won his first tournament in 2016, and he received his highest ever tournament payout in 2021, when he took second place to the Viper in King of the Desert 4 in December. Tournament presentation also changed in 2021. In January, Red Bull Wololo 3 introduced the use of an observer. Controversial in the beginning, having a third party control the content of the stream while casters focus on commentary has become standard for large tournaments. In 1v1 ranked ladder news, the Franks were the most popular civ on all maps, being in first place every week but one. On the release of the Dawn of the Dukes in August, the Bohemians were most popular on Arena, and the Poles were most popular on Arabia and overall. But the Franks took back their first place spot on all 3 queues the following week. The Huns also showed some anomalous behavior. Despite never reaching the top 5 on any map in any week last year, they were the 4th most popular civ over all maps in 2021. On Arabia, 5 civilizations dominated the entire year. Franks, Britons, Mayans, Magyars, and Ethiopians kept the top 5 slots every week, except for 2 appearances by the Poles. Popularity on Arena was shared among more civs, but Franks, Britons, Goths, Teutons, and Turks still dominated. Like the Huns overall, the Mongols also held an anomalous position on Arena. They only reached the top 5 on Arena 2 weeks in 2021, but they were the 5th most popular civilization when taking the year overall. In terms of win rates, cavalry civilizations dominated Arabia. Berbers topped the list, followed by Franks, Indians, Lithuanians, and Bulgarians. These top 5 civilizations were also the only civilizations to reach the top 5 20 or more times in 2021. On Arena, the win rates were more spread out. Nevertheless, Poles and Bohemians dominated Arena, taking first and second place for 2021 and remaining in the top 5 every week since they were introduced. Sicilians, Turks, and Incas round out the top 5. Franks, despite their popularity, never once reached the top 5 in terms of win rates on Arena in 2021. In map pool news, Arabia was far and away the most popular map on the 1v1 ranked ladder, taking almost 60% of the games on any given day. Arena was second with over 12%. The top 5 rotating maps in order were Land Nomad, Runestones, African Clearing, Nomad, and Coastal Forest. Finally, a big shout out to the highest ranked accounts from 2021 that never lost a game. At the top, 8 exclamation points from Hong Kong reached 2241 after playing 55 games. Next was Age of Empires Support with 1P, also from Hong Kong, who reached 2110. 2 Smurf accounts from Chile are next up. Hu CL as Chino Rios reached 2096 in 42 games, and Noisik as Mercenario reached 1997 in 44 games. Finally, I Am an Illusion from Poland reached 1886 in 31 games. Whether by being brilliant at the game, exploiting exploits, or simply pushing around weaker players, these accounts certainly had an effect on other players' enjoyment of ranked matches in 2021. Also a shout out to the people they beat on their way up. This has been the Age of Empires News Digest for the year 2021. This is Felix Verrock. Thank you for listening.